Hey, good morning, and thanks for coming back to the channel. Almost 4th of July, But before I get into this video, the message, I wanted to show my bracelet. This is my stand with Israel. Stand with Israel, and basically Jews all over the world. Uh, Doing my part. I'm not Jewish. I don't care. I love Jews and I love Israel. I think Israel is a shining example. Fuck the Arabs, man. But here's a thought. All of the data, and this is about climate change and the big picture of what's going on, and that if you are a prepper, this is what you really need to be thinking about. I don't think most people are. I think they're taking the wrong direction. But by the year 2100, which is not that far away, now I'll be dead. Most of you will probably be dead, but your children will not be. Your children will not be. So this is about the generation that your children or the next generation will follow. And that is, we are seeing the beginning of the end of the United States of America. And it's going to be glacial in terms of the impact. Some of it you can start seeing now. What's going to happen, and that's why you hear words like migration. That's where you hear these ideas that says there should be no borders and that people should be able to freely migrate around the globe. And the reason for that is there's a lot of people in a lot of poorer countries, and those countries won't exist anymore, and the support for those countries won't exist anymore, and they have somewhere they need to go. They have to go somewhere, right? Because where they are now will not be habitable. And that's on the African continent as well as here in North America. Now, let's talk about America for a minute. All of the people that are pains in the ass live on the coasts. East Coast, West Coast, in the Gulf. They're screwed. All the way from New England down to Florida, around the Gulf, and up to all of California, Portland, and Oregon. What does that mean? All the rich people are scrambling now to find out, well, where they're going to live, right? Most of them not playing the long game. The long game is 2100. The year 2100 is going to really get bad at 2050. This is already 2024, so in 25 years, like I said, I'll probably be dead. I might be kicking it a little bit. But when it gets really bad, I won't have to worry about it. Almost all of you will, especially your families, the children. What does that mean? Well, pretty much the entire state of Florida will be gone. It'll be underwater. Most of Texas, all the way up to Houston, will be gone. All of the harbors on the West Coast, Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, gone. The Seattle area, gone. Portland, gone. So all the places where people have been a pain in the ass, liberals, won't have a place to live. So what are they going to start doing? Well, they're going to start trying to come up to where I live, in Idaho. We built a wall already, man. Because we know they're coming. So what's happening, and if you look at the news and follow the financial news, you see that people in Texas and in Florida already are having a heck of a time just trying to sell their homes. They're trying to cash out. People are trying to cash out from those coastal and more southern locations around water. They're trying to cash out now, and they're having a heck of a time doing it. It's not working for them. In Florida already, around Fort Lauderdale, Miami, those people got those stupid condos. They can't sell them. And now they're asking government, that's you and my tax dollars, to reimburse them, give them to buy their money so they can leave, so they don't lose. My thing is, hey, buying a house, buying property is a business decision. There's pluses and minuses, and there are risks. Don't ask me to compensate you because you made a bad business decision, or you made a business decision that you thought was good but turned out bad. Hey, that's life. That's capitalism. Don't ask me to make you whole. You're going to live with it. You made a bad decision, whether you're Trump or whether you're some schmuck that bought a condo, right? What's happening is that people are going to start moving north, actually, and they're going to try to move into the Midwest. Now, the difference is the Midwest is still physically there and will still physically be there, but there will be more tornadoes and thunderstorms, and the weather's going to suck a bit. But at least it's not going to be gone. This is fueling the desperation because these are liberal people trying to move away from where they live, and they're coming into conservative fiefdoms. They're coming into places where mostly conservative people live. There's going to be conflict, right? It's going to be conflict. Government, federal government now, is going to pretty much be hopeless. And I think that this is going to trigger, and this is why the anti-gun people are trying to play the long game. When it gets really bad, and it's a 2050-ish, the fewer citizens that are armed, the better chance government will have to institute some kind of martial law and deal with this massive migration of millions of people into places that are there, where they are not wanted. That's when it's going to get nasty. That's when it's going to get nasty. Because there's no place for them to go. And when people start losing their stuff, they get mad. And then they want to take somebody else's stuff. But this is mostly government. The government, federal government, U.S. federal government, is going to lose control. The impact, the political and geopolitical impact of this migration will fundamentally change the makeup of what we now know as America. For the most part, United States of America will flip to becoming a much more conservative. Some will use the nasty term ultra right wing, which I disagree with. They're not going to be ultra anything, but it will be mostly swing more toward the conservative values, which is good. And that is where the political power will be. And it will be that way for a long time. It is that shift from liberal bastions, the coasts in the Gulf, to the center of the country or flyover country. That's where the power is going to end up being, because people are going to start moving into there. Hence the desperation. Disarm as many citizens as you can, right? Implement as much control as you can of the population. Who knows what kind of laws that the various states are going to put into place to protect their way of life. The federal government, when you lose the state of Texas, let's look at the electoral college votes, right? You're going to lose Texas, Florida, and California, and most of Manhattan. As far as the liberals go, they're done. They're done. They will lose all those, and they won't win another presidential election. I'm just saying. And nobody wants to talk about that. You heard it first here. Climate change will fundamentally change the calculus and the politics of America. It won't look like America anymore. The politics won't be like that anymore. I'll be dead, so I won't have to deal with it. But understand, it's some of the basis for the stupid rules and the pressure to disarm people is coming because if the people are armed and they stay armed and they become increasingly more armed as a population, then the liberal folks who will want to go and move where you and I are won't be able to force their way in. And that's kind of what's happening. The same idea as the people coming across our southern border, right? That you have to let me in because, right? Think about that. Florida, gone. Texas, gone. All the way up to Houston. Manhattan, gone. The coast of California, San Diego. Oh, those cities have military ports in them. That's the other thing that the country, the federal government is working on. Where are we going to put our ships? Where are we going to put our soldiers? Where are we going to put our airports? Those are the things that people really are talking about, and they're coming up with policies to make it easier to force you and I, citizens, to do what the government wants us to do. So having fewer armed people makes a difference. So, whatever mystical thing you feel you want to do to let me know how it went, ring me up, man. I don't know where I want to be, but spiritually I'll be somewhere. It ought to be fun. So with that, give it some thought what the country will look like. It'll be scary. And if you like the content of this channel, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and as always, wherever you are, however you can, whenever you can, carry on.